Hi, I'm Antonia. This is Universally Me, the channel for all things Universal, and the trailer for Nosferatu just dropped, and I can't wait to watch and give you my reaction. I haven't seen it yet, so I've been like holding off so that I could do this, and I have so much to say about it already, not even having seen it. And I've already had friends texting me the link to it saying, oh my gosh, you have to watch, it looks amazing. So my expectations are up here. Nosferatu was originally a 1922 film. It was kind of an unauthorized or unofficial version of Bram Stoker's Dracula. And it was so unauthorized, in fact, that the Stoker estate ended up suing the filmmakers and they lost. And they were supposed to destroy every single copy of Nosferatu, which in itself is like a horrifying thought that there's sort of a world in which this almost didn't exist or we wouldn't have seen Nosferatu. It is a masterclass in German Expressionism, the shadows and sort of these like slow moving scenes in a beautiful way. It's really entertaining to watch. It stars Max Schrek as Nosferatu. The new Nosferatu, I guess we should talk about that since that's the trailer that we're watching today. It is by Robert Eggers. He did The Witch back in 2015. He did The Lighthouse, which I haven't actually seen. My sense of his work is that it tends to be very like folklore-ish, which I feel like aligns nicely with Nosferatu, right? These traditional sort of vampire stories. I think his work tends to be more of a slow burn or a slow build than, let's say, jump scare in your face horror. Sometimes that works well for me, sometimes not. So we'll wait and see. It is starring Rose Depp, Bill Skarsgard, who was Pennywise in it. Willem Dafoe is in it. I don't know. I'm excited. And it's coming out Christmas of, I hope this year. I think this year. So I'm just gonna like hit play and then I'll tell you what I think as I think things. Let's just go.
Come to me. Come to me.
It honestly makes me so happy when I have thoughts so early. I think I'm always nervous that I'm gonna hit play and then I'm not gonna have any thoughts. Already I feel like the opening frames it's like an homage to the original. I'll kind of put the original right here, where I feel like there are a handful of these window shots and her looking through the window and a lot of the like come to me or he's coming, a lot of that in the original.
Hey, Michael. Come to me.
Oh, and Robert Eggers. This is just very beautiful to me. I know the original, it was like made by Germans, kind of made for Germans in Germany. I can't honestly tell, like, is this Germany? Either way, it's beautiful.
My dreams grow darker.
One maybe complaint, but maybe this is right. I don't know if I agree, but I'm already getting this sense. Listen, it's a period piece, it's horror. It very naturally, I'm sure, lends itself to all these grays and browns, but sometimes I wish we could find ways to be more vivid or vibrant.
Or from beyond.
Right? Like she's gray. It's fine. That's fine. It's such a personal gripe. I think I'm the only one who feels this way. And sorry, just triggered by Willem Dafoe. I saw him a couple months ago in Poor Things, obviously, and now I just saw him again like last week in Kinds of Kindness. First off, man has a career. He is working so hard. He's so good. Maybe it's just because of his face and his look, but he has such a perfect, haunting and intriguing quality that I love. So I'm really excited to see him in this. That reminds me very much of Dracula, like the 1931 Dracula, but I guess also Nosferatu has those carriage scenes too. And also Nicholas Hoult. I guess when I think about his face, maybe there's something similar to like a Willem Dafoe thing where they both have a natural, maybe angular or haunting quality. He just did Renfield, another sort of Dracula-based movie. Now he's in Nosferatu. He did, what was it, Warm Bodies back in the day, that zombie movie. I think he really has his niche here in this space.
It is coming. He is coming to us.
Did he just eat a bird? Hold on, I want to see that again. That is honestly so cool and such a great, I think back to German Expressionism and how much shadow plays a role in it. And that hand going over the city, I'm going to think about that for a long time. These sets are beautiful.
Who is coming to my child?
Honestly, that looked like Hugh Jackman and like as the Wolfman. Creepy twins, very fun. I know earlier I said like, oh, I feel like Robert Eggers movies are sometimes slower or like more of a build, but this feels more action-packed than what I traditionally think of.
We are here encountering the vampire.
Honestly, that was too dark to see on my screen. Good luck.
Nosferatu.
A+ for the font. Very good. Written for the screen, directed by Robert Eggers. Focus Features, Maiden Voyage. I think Universal, at least internationally, is the one distributing this, but honestly don't quote. Ooh, Succumb to the Darkness. Christmas 2024. Well, I do know where I'll be over the holidays in 2024. I know I stopped a lot. That was like a minute and a half, and I know I stopped like every 3 seconds, but I had a lot to say, but I think in a good way. There's so many things that like triggered thoughts or feelings. And I forgot to share one of my other favorite stories that I read at some point. Gosh, I hope this story is true. Otherwise, I'm going to sound so dumb. But if I remember correctly, Robert Eggers directed a high school production of Nosferatu that was so good that it helped him get a professional gig making Nosferatu. And so the fact that he is now making this movie Nosferatu, one, I feel like he must know this inside and out. And this must really be such a passion project for him. Like, yes, this big studio film that he gets to make, but he must have like the love of Nosferatu running through his veins. And so for that alone, I'm really excited to see what he does with the movie. Color-wise, again, I'm like, have you guys ever seen that thing where it talks about how like all movie posters are like the same shades of like gray and blue and orange? And honestly, like I'll post some pictures here where they're all like the same color. And I feel like there's this certain genre of movie that is all the same color, and it's fine. And like, I don't have a solution for this, right? And it's not that it's a problem, but they don't tend to be my favorite, or sometimes it can feel then very monotonous to me. And so I wish that more directors could find a way to get out from like just that little, I don't know, section of the color wheel. This is definitely a movie that I'm going to want to see in theaters on a big screen as opposed to just like watching at home. there are so many just really fun frames. You know what other one I loved was the blood coming out of her in that one quick frame. You know, my only fear, I'm wondering, is did we see just all of the things that are going to happen in the movie and everything else is just going to be quiet? Trailers do that a lot these days. I wonder if we've seen most of what there is to see. But if the story is good enough, if it builds well enough, that might be okay. Let me know what you thought of the trailer. Let me know some of your favorite shots or frames. Let me know other callbacks that you see to the original Nosferatu. Let's all go see it. December, Christmas of 2024. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Antonia Carlotta. And for bonus content, bonus videos, I've got my tours of all the old LA celebs, Douglas Fairbanks, Boris Karloff, the Lemleys. They're all coming to just my paid YouTube members and Patreon members right now. So you don't want to miss on that, plus all the other bonus content I've got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.